Hey, guildmates! Alright, what are you doing, Hand? I'm not even sure what the hell I'm doing. I'm doing a reaction, that's what I'm doing. Also, in case it wasn't overly apparent, I got slightly sunburned earlier today when I went out and rode my bike. I rode 5 miles, which is essentially an hour of riding my bike around a certain path around here, around the street. I rode around the block, or at least 2 blocks, several times, and that was a little bit over half a mile each lap. So I did 10 laps, and that took about an hour. So I was able to get some good exercise in while waiting on a video to render. I'll probably, I don't know, I might go riding, but I've already ridden today. I think I got plenty of exercise, and I don't want to get my clean clothes now all sweaty and everything. So what I'll probably do is probably play some video games that I'm not currently streaming, because it doesn't matter if I stream it or not. But I will be, for those of you wondering, and I know this is coming up publicly on the YouTube on Friday, but if you guys are interested in checking out any of the stuff that I stream, I will be, I stream on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/likezoinksgaming. And I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to check it out. The reason it's called Like Zoinks Gaming is because when I play quote-unquote scary video games like Resident Evil and stuff like that, I play it like I'll play it in character as Shaggy Man. And so, yeah, I have a lot of PS4 games that I'm looking forward to streaming and playing and getting you guys to come on over and check out. And I'm hoping to get very soon, like by the end of next week, I should have an external hard drive specifically for my PS4. And with that, I am also hoping to get a, eventually the next thing on my list is to get a capture card, so I can stream my video games without having to use the PS4's default version, and I can see the full screen again, which is always nice. I will have to look over at my computer for the chat, but that's fine too. And then the next thing that'll have to happen is to get a better computer that can process more. Like I'm getting a new, better laptop from my younger brother, but my goal is to eventually get enough together to where I can build a proper tower for streaming and gaming, and I won't have to worry about so much of this. But the capture card is good news for you guys, because that means I'll be able to properly set things up so that the capture device from the PS4 would be live, so I can like stop and do things and it doesn't affect too much. Like if I'm like, hey, hang on a second, let me rewind this for a couple of seconds and rewatch this really funny part, I could do that, and it's a more enjoyable moment for the reaction instead of me having a, you know, just a slight chuckle and go back and then not being able to go back, because I want to go back on some of these. It'll be a lot of fun. So instead of me having to take a video and put it in and try and match the timing, I don't have to do that because it's all right here, and it'll make my job so much easier when it comes to editing and rendering and all that, because it's already there. I don't have to match timing. I just have to edit. I just have to cut like where I want the thing to begin and cut where I want it to end, and put the intro and the outros there, and render that full version for Patreon, and then take it into the same program and slice it up and cut it down a lot more at a shortened, more edited version for YouTube. But yeah, guys, if you want to get the full reactions and get them early, and I'm not joking when I say early, like I'm recording 5 episodes. Today is Sunday. 2 of them are already up on Patreon. And by the time you hear this, all 5 of them will have been up on Patreon for almost the entire week, because I think I'm going to be able to upload episodes 3, 4, and 5 in their entirety. My reactions, I think the only edits are the parts that I mentioned before, and then cutting out the intro theme. That's pretty much it. You're getting the full reaction. And my afterthoughts and my before ramblings like this. But you're getting all of that on Patreon, and you're getting it probably all 3 of those episodes will be out tomorrow, Monday, the 4th. So, yeah, everybody will have been able to see all 5 of those, all our patrons, and they get the full stuff. Whereas I'm going to release on YouTube publicly, I'll release each episode, obviously very edited down so that I don't get in trouble. And then, and of course, they will also be coming out daily, so you'll have to wait another 24 hours for the next video. That's how it is. I'm sorry. But that's how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do those during the weekdays. I think I'll have another series that I'll also be doing during the weekday. I don't know if I could pull off doing 3 series each day. I think it's best if I just do 2 series a day. I don't have that because I have to do other stuff outside of this, and I have to edit for... Guys, if you didn't know, I'm doing sound design, and I'm the assistant director, the writer, and the voice of Menu for Log Horizon Abridged. If you haven't checked it out, please go check it out. It's really fun. And I'm also the writer, and I do a couple of voices. Well, I will be doing another voice later on in the future for Dust to Dust Productions' Ruby Abridged. So go check that out. All right, now that I've plugged all the stuff that I'm involved in the abridging, well, not all the stuff that I'm involved in the bridging world. I've got a couple more that I'm probably not remembering right now, and some upcoming projects that I can't talk about yet. But having said all that, let's just go ahead and get into the reason that you're here, and that's moving on to episode 5. And this time I actually have it properly queued up. So let's do this.
The night after I opened my UA acceptance letter, he finally got in touch with me again. Hi, All Might!
You out, kid!
All Might's here!
Wait! Way to blow my cover! Say it was a mistake!
I was just kidding! Nothing to see here!
Lame.
I wanted an autograph.
After all, your agency is in Minato, Tokyo, and everyone
Getting
knows...
creepy. The school didn't
Getting
want me
creepy.
telling anyone about the job until they made an official announcement. Exactly how much power you're using.
I just need control?
You're overflowing with energy at the moment. With training, your body will hold it better. Then it's yours to command.
Look, it really is All Might.
No way, where did you come from?
Right, now we run!
Right,
Okay.
now we run! I love this
The
voice!
torch I passed on to you is but a
It's
small
got little
flame
nuances
right
to
now.
it. I like it. I wanna...
In time, it will be
How many
kindled
people run
until you
around
wield
and
a
give
raging
Savage
inferno.
shit for
The more
his
powerful you become,
All Might
the
style,
more
where
you'll
there's
outshine me.
muscular
Eventually
All
I'll
Might voice?
retire. My job complete.
His muscular
Deep
All
stumble.
Might voice.
Maybe everyone in here is nice.
Take your feet off of that desk now!
Huh?
It's the first day and you're already disrespecting this academy by scuffing school property, you cretin!
You're kidding me, right? Your old school put a stick up your ass? Or were you born with it?
Just my luck.
Love Bakugo.
Let's start over. I'm Tenya Ida from the Somei Private Academy.
Somei, huh? So you must think you're better than me. I'm gonna have fun tearing you a new one.
You would threaten me? Your own classmate? Are you sure you're in the right place?
Huh.
It's him.
Hi!
Good morning! My name is Tenya Ida
Yeah,
from
I know. I'm Mizuku Midoriya. It's super nice to meet you.
the... Midoriya. You realized that there was something more to the practical exam, didn't you? You must be very perceptive, and I completely misjudged you. I admit, as a student, you're far superior to me.
And this is where he redeemed himself
I
in
find
my
that hard to
eyes.
believe.
He went from being a jerk to being really cool.
Messed up hair? Falling voice.
Messed up hair.
Oh my gosh, it's that nice girl who talked to me. She looks good.
I love
beautiful.
the difference in her like little fingerprints. Like her.
Okay, hi.
All right, man, you asked for it. I'll add a little heat to my pitch and drop their jaws.
Oh, whoa.
All of you need to know your maximum capabilities. It's the most rational way of figuring out your potential as a pro hero.
705 meters.
Whoa, 705 meters? Are you kidding me?
Yep. 50-meter dash.
Runners, on your marks! Ready? 3.04 seconds.
At 50 meters, I can only get up to third gear.
Ida, his quirk engine. As you can see, his legs are pretty dang fast.
His legs
Well,
are
he's
pretty dang
definitely in
fast.
his element. But speed won't help him in every task.
I love
lighten up
Suchan.
my clothes. Oh, and my shoes too.
Ochako Uraraka. Her quirk, zero gravity.
Get set!
She can nullify the gravitational pull of anything she touches. But if she uses her power too much, she totally hurls.
5.49 seconds! 7.15 seconds! Well, at least that's faster than junior high.
Nice attempts, Mon ami.
Runners, on
But
your
you're just not showing enough panache. Let your powers shine!
Yuga Aoyama. His quirk, naval laser. That's right, a belly bump laser. But he can't shoot it forever.
5.51 seconds!
Shooting my beautiful beam for more than a second hurts my tummy.
What a tool.
I agree,
Testing
what
the
a
upper
tool.
limits of their powers helps me assess their room for growth. It becomes clear what they can and can't do, their true potential.
Runners, on your marks! Ready?
Sometimes, pros have to be creative in order to succeed.
Burst speed!
4.13 seconds!
Katsuki Bakugo. His quirk, explosion.
7.02 seconds!
My power is more useless than anyone else's in this school.
If Midoriya doesn't shape up soon, he's the one going home.
Huh? Of course he is. He's a quirkless loser.
He has a quirk. Did you not hear about what he did in the entrance exam?
Huh?
Won't let them down! Ah!
46 meters!
What gives? I was trying to use it just now.
I erased your quirk. The judges for this exam were not rational enough. Someone like you should never be allowed to enroll at this school.
Wait, you did what to my... Those goggles! I know you! You can look at someone and cancel out their powers! The Erasure Hero! Eraserhead!
I wonder if our teacher gave him some advice.
Probably told him to start packing.
I'm here. Shetty.
Wait, who are you again?
Wait, who are you
What am I
again?
gonna do?
Is he going to use...
At least you understand precision.
I have to work way harder than everyone else here if I want to succeed!
But this is still kind of cool.
Even if I have a lot to learn, I'll focus on what I can do right now!
Right in your fingertip.
It hurts, but not as bad as before.
Were you planning to break your bones again? Counting on someone else to save your useless body?
Mr. Aizawa. You see, I'm still standing.
This kid. I was worried about you, young man. But you're doing a great
At
job.
that moment, he decided
You knew
not
you
to
had
drop
use
him.
one for all, but not at full power, or else you'd be KO'd. So you propelled the ball at the last possible point of contact by sending the power of your quirk shooting through your fingertip, minimizing the injury to your body while maximizing the throw. What the heck, young Midoriya?
Now he's
How
calling
did
him.
you go and get so cool?
How'd you go and get so cool? See, I like that because that shows it's in this episode specifically that I think he starts calling him young Midoriya, but I could be wrong. Maybe it was in the previous episode. But there was, again, these early episodes, man, there's a lot going on. Oh my god, I'm Shigaraki Tomura. Wait. Oh man. Sweet. All right. Man, such a good episode. I don't really have a lot to say at the end, which is sad. But when you guys first watched this, what was your favorite part of this episode? Honestly, I think there were... I had my commentary on things that I would have liked to see differently and everything. But essentially, I'm like, Midoriya, you're so smart. Why couldn't you have been smarter? But that's mostly because I came up on shows like Yu Yu Hakusho, where as soon as he got this big power, he got these spirit cuffs on him. And I love Genkai's thing. You are going to keep those cuffs on you. I want you operating at 100% spirit power all day and all night. That means you need to be using it to when you're sleeping, when you scratch your butt, if you so much as pick your nose. And I'm like, that's hardcore. That's the stuff that he should have been learning. Like, you will be using your quirk, even if it's just at 1%, for everything you do, so your body can get used to it and you can start ramping yourself up. Because I think by the time that Stain appeared, he would have, instead of been at 5%, he probably would have been around 20-25% of full cowling, and he would have had full cowling earlier. But that's because I got used to shows like Yu Yu Hakusho, where they have a teacher that like really knows what they're doing and how to teach them to use their power. God, I love Genkai. That having been said, that's gonna wrap it up for me for this episode. And I will see all of you guys later, the next week, when I start releasing episodes. I'm going to try and see if I can get from 6 through 12. I don't think I'm going to do 13, because 13 is more or less a recap. But if I can finish season 1 next week, that will be awesome. Or I could release episode 6 on Saturday and just be like, bam, there's all of season 1 in just 2 weeks. And then I can see if I can hit up... If I could pull it off, I might be able to pull it off. But I'd have to do reactions during the week. But I might be able to pull off doing season 2, or at least half of it in 1 week, and then the other half. See, I want to get to the point where I've essentially caught up by the time the final episode of season 3 hits right now. And that way I'm able to react to it live. But the full episodes will go up on Patreon, and I think all 5 episodes should be up by tomorrow. I'll let you guys know if I decide to record episode 6, but if I'm gonna do episode 6, I might do it tomorrow. I'm not gonna do it tonight. I've got a lot of editing and a lot of rendering for these 3 episodes that are still to go, and I've got other series that I want to also watch. So who knows? That being the case, thank you guys so much for hanging out, stopping by, watching this, having fun with me. If you're a patron, thank you doubly just for being a patron and helping this poor broke otaku afford some food and maybe some more otaku stuff, but mostly just tech stuff in order to help improve the quality of my streams when I'm gaming and to improve the quality of my reaction videos. So thank you for becoming a patron. You have no idea how much that means to me. I don't think I could properly describe it, even with a dictionary and a thesaurus sitting right next to me. I don't think I could find the proper words. But thank you anyway. Good night, guildmates. Why do I keep doing this gesture? I don't know. The more you know. Good night, guildmates.